Malaysia loves its malls. You don't have to look far, and just nearby, you will feel like there's always a new one opening, and it is getting bigger. In fact, Malaysia now has over 1,300 malls for a population of just 32 million. That's more shopping malls per person than anywhere else in Southeast Asia. On paper, that might sound like a win for urban development, but in reality, it's becoming an economic problem. Let's talk about why. Hi everyone, I am Jason Kang and I talk about travels and economics and sometimes geopolitics. Not all malls are struggling. Places like Sunway, Pyramid, The Exchange, TRX, and Mid-Valley Megamall are still going strong. They're packed on weekends, fully occupied, and well managed. But beyond these giants, things start to look different. Drive just a little outside the city center and you'll find half-empty malls, shuttered shops, quiet corridors. Even in KL itself, newer malls like Glow Damansara and Pavilion Damansara Heights are seeing low foot traffic, and yet the construction hasn't stopped. According to reports, at least 33 new malls are still being built across the country. Why is this happening? It's a mix of things and developers bundling malls with condos, lack of central planning, and a belief that malls always attract people. But we're hitting a limit, and that brings us to something bigger. Malaysia's retail space is facing a saturation point, and the rise of e-commerce is only making it worse. Online shopping in Malaysia has exploded. Shopee, Lazada, TikTok Shop, even WhatsApp businesses have changed how people shop. You can now get clothes, electronics, groceries, all without leaving home. And for many consumers, it's faster, cheaper, and easier than going to the mall. This shift in behavior means physical stores are no longer the first choice for many shoppers, especially younger people. So while malls are still being built, the demand for in-person retail isn't growing at the same pace. This creates a gap, a dangerous one, and this oversupply has real consequences. First, there's a lot of wasted capital. Malls are expensive to build. When they underperform, it's not just the developer who suffers. It affects banks, investors, tenants, and sometimes even public trust. Second, retailers are under pressure. Foot traffic is falling, but rent isn't. Many shop owners say their sales have dropped, but their monthly costs keep rising. Some have shut down, others relocate. Then there's the urban problem. Empty malls take up prime space, but contribute little to community life. Instead of vibrant public areas, we're getting concrete shells that feel forgotten. And in the long run, it can even affect property values, job opportunities, and the livability of our cities. So how do we fix this? The solution isn't to demolish malls, it's to rethink what malls are for. Some struggling malls are already adapting, turning parts of their buildings into co-working spaces, pop-up markets, training centers, or even government offices. Others are hosting events, exhibitions, or weekend bazaars to pull people in. We also need more flexible rental models, shorter contracts, lower entry costs, and incentives for local entrepreneurs to open their first stores. But more importantly, we need to stop approving malls blindly. Urban planning must be tied to real demand, not just developer ambition. And when malls are part of future projects, they need to focus more on experience, community, and utility, not just retail. There's also one more point to think about. A lot of us still believe that building more malls means progress. But in today's world, that's not always true. Progress now means smart cities, efficient public transport, green spaces, digital infrastructure. A city with too many empty malls isn't ahead. It's falling behind quietly but surely. So, what's the future of malls in Malaysia? Will they disappear? Not likely. But will they need to change? Absolutely. And the sooner we rethink our relationship with malls, the better chance we have of turning these concrete giants into something truly meaningful for the next generation. Thanks for watching. Do not forget to subscribe if you like the content like this. See you in the coming video.